Welcome, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome to today's live. I gonna wait like I always do for a few of y'all to come in before we just get started on today's message, on today's word. Wait. Again, this message is going to be about relationships. Um, and it's not the only thing we'll talk about on this channel. I am going to create a new channel so y'all can follow me on the Crown Adjuster. It's going to be a YouTube channel, the Crown Adjuster. And yeah, so for right now, for today, we have a I have a word for y'all, or I have a message specifically for the ladies on here. I am Josie, and I'm the founder of Girl Plus Kingdom TV and Ministries, and I want to welcome each and every one of y'all to a new live. We're going to be talking about something today that I believe is very important to discuss, very important to bring up, especially since I feel led to, really help the women of God to heal their relationships with themselves, do the internal work on yourself, and then also understand who you are as a queen and walk in that power so that you can attract the man that God has for you. So, I'm going to create another group. I actually have already been working on creating a community on Facebook for y'all so that when I upload content and stuff like that, we can connect, we can vibe, we can meet each other, we can grow as a family and expand our reach. And so, just trying something new. I have been giving relationship advice to women for years, helping them to overcome um, wounds, trauma, and all of that so that they can then attract the love of their life. So, I want to talk about today how to identify if a man is into you or not. Okay. Men are very simple. Ladies, men are simple. They are not complicated. We make them complicated. We think that they're complicated because we have multiple systems and functions that we do. We have also kind of took the ideologies that we have about ourselves and put them onto men. And men just don't work like us. They do not think like us. They don't behave like us. Men do not operate like us. Men are very much more simple. And I found out this very thing because I I found out this thing by way of meeting a quality high value man that is a kingdom man and getting to understand the dynamics of a real masculine kingdom man has helped me to understand that men are really simple, y'all. They are not complicated like how we God made us. We have multiple functions and flows as a woman. God built us that way, but men are not the same. Okay. And when it comes to understanding if this man is actually into you or not. The reason why I said he's simple is because men will let you know through their actions. Okay. It's us women that think that we can make a man be something more than he is. And a lot of times it's also us that want to project who we are onto them. Oh, he's a very positive man. Oh, he'll change. Oh, he'll come around. Oh, he'll be different. Oh. When in all actuality, that man is who he is when you meet him. And it's up to you to accept what you see because men are not complicated. Men are not, ladies, men are not complicated. We complicate them because we have multiple systems and the way that we do things because God designed us that way. But dating a man, being in a relationship with a man that's a real kingdom man that loves God, that is very masculine at his core, loves to show up and provide, loves to be a part of my world, loves to love on me and treat me like a queen. Being in a relationship like that has taught me that men are very simple because I have had to reciprocate love towards him. And that's how I started figuring out like secrets about how men operate. And the more that I stepped up as a woman and did the things that made my man fall in love with me, so to speak, that's when I said, I got something to give to women. Okay. If you don't know my story, I've been divorced twice by the age of 31. I don't have any children. I have had more failed relationships than I would like to admit. However, I am currently in a healthy relationship and I have learned the dynamics of relationships at a depth. And I need to be able to show up so I can pour into other women knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And again, ladies, men are not complicated. They are simple. So when a man is into you, he's going to show you signs. It's going to be in the way that he moves. It's going to be in the things that he does. It's going to even be sometimes in his communication. But what I found out about men is that men don't talk as much as we do as women. Men have more Men really like to show you what they are about versus us. We like to tell men what they're about. We're more outwardly expressive with our emotions than men are. And so it doesn't mean that men don't have emotions. It just means that they go a different route to really show you how they feel through their actions. And so pay attention to how he moves. Pay attention to how he shows up. Pay attention to how he operate, because when a man is into you, it's going to show, it's going to be evident, it's going to be some proof. All right, he's not going to do a whole lot of talking. And a few signs that I can give you: when a man is into you, a man will stay consistent. That's a good sign. Write that down. A man will stay consistent when he is into you. And that consistency will show up in every little thing that he does, from planning dates to calling, phone texts, all of that. I mean, phone calls, texts, all of that are signs that a man is truly into you. He's not going to play with you, play around, and have you guessing, trying to figure out if he really likes you or not. That man is going to show up in a way that's going to let you know, wait a minute, he's showing me signs that he's really into me. And so if you got a man that's gaslighting you, hot and cold, on and off, some men do that and they still are into you. And I'll talk about that on a later video. But some men do that. They gaslight you, get your hopes up, love bomb the hell out of you, only to really drop the ball later. Okay, only to really drop that ball later. They are not really into you. They just want access to you. They just want to have somebody right then that they can feel on and whatever else they have a desire to do. But that man that gaslights you or love bombs you at the beginning is not really into you. Okay, he's not really into you. And you'll see it by the way of his consistency. Once again, he's going to be hot and cold, he's going to be in and out, he's going to be up and down. His emotions towards you is not going to have a consistent flow. And that's how you're going to know, like, wait a minute, something is off here. But it's up to you to be able to identify that, and it's up to you to also have the ability to walk away from situations that's really not going to serve you. It's up to you to walk away from a type of man that is playing with your time and wasting your time. And so when a man is not into you, he's not going to text you. He's not going to be direct about the way he feels towards you. He's not going to plan dates. He's not going to the first week of y'all meeting, he's not going to want to do anything to even try, okay, to gain the attention or to gain your heart. And why is that? Why is that? Y'all do me a favor and like this video and give it a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And also too, if you will, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell so that when I go live, y'all will know that I am live and I have posted another video. Okay. And so again, the very things that you probably want him to do, he's not going to do. And it's not nothing wrong with you. Okay. It's nothing wrong with you. And a lot of times when we don't see men reaching out to us, they got our information, our number, or we got theirs. I don't know if you like me, but I don't let men have my number. I take their number and then I move accordingly, according to the way that I want to move. I do that for several reasons, because I don't want to demasculate or emasculate, whatever that word is. I don't want to do that to a man. I don't want him to feel like he's not all that and then some. I don't care how he look, what his background is, where he come from. Every man has a king in him, and I'm not going to be the ruiner of that king in him. So I'm not going to damage the king in him. So what I do is I'll take his number, and then in my own personal time, I'll pray, but then I'll also consider if that's somebody that I would even give my time to. And if it's not, then I don't reach out. And if it is somebody I would give my time to, then I reach out. And that's how I moved, because you have to move in a way where you're not killing people's pride, where you're not stealing people's joy, where you're not hurting people's egos and damaging them, because that shows that you are likewise a damaged woman. And so to exemplify greatness and to exemplify healing, which is what I preach, then I likewise want to speak to the king in every man, no matter if he not my type or not. So that's just something I do. Okay. That's just something, the way that I flow, the way that I roll. So again, if he's not into you, you're going to notice, you're going to tell, you're going to be able to see in clear ways that he's not into you. Okay. Men are simple. They are not complicated. And it's just us. Before I let you go, I want to say that it's just us. We overly complicate things. We want to make men look and appear more than what they are to us. It's us that have the mentality or the mindset that, oh, he's going to change, or, oh, like, oh, well, I can excuse that, knowing that it's going against your own morals and values in yourself. And I'll say this, that there are some men that they'll hear your morals, your values, and your standards and actually begin to make changes. That is a good sign. But if he does not make changes when you show him that, when you tell him what your core values are, then that's just not the one for you. And that's a sign that you need to move on. All right. But if he makes the certain pivots, changes in direction, and he starts working on himself after you have told him your deal breakers, that lets you know that that's the type of man that you can continue to allow to pursue you, and you can continue to also engage in that type of relationship. Okay. So I wanted to throw that out there to you to let you know that. And I think that that's really it. That this is a simple video. It's not complicated. I just wanted to come on here to say that men are not complicated, okay? They are not. They are simple. They are very much more simple than complex, okay? We be saying that they complex. We don't understand them, and that's because you probably not taking the time to want to get to understand a man. You a lot of times, we as women, we are selfish. We do not want to take the time to slow down to understand men and to get to know the way that they move, tick, think, act, respond. And as a result, we are failing in relationships, failing in marriage. But as a crown adjuster, I'm the crown adjuster. My name is Josie. I'm also the owner of Girl Plus Kingdom TV and Ministries. And I help women to heal from within, adjust their crown so that they can walk in the identity of a queen, while also preparing them for marriage or preparing them to find the one. Okay. So if that's you and you love that, when I finish making my other channels, I want to invite you to also go and subscribe to that channel. And I will also include that link for you to do so in the description when I am finished with that. But until then, y'all take care of yourself. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video.